Assalamu alaikum guys, this is me Senpai Gamer San. I'm your host Senpai. We are playing the game. You guys already know the game. Cabin in the Woods. It's a really interesting game. I really enjoy it. This AI really generate a lot of good things. There's only one problem, the internet. Yeah. Without internet it won't generate it. Fuck. But the great thing about this game, it's really amazing story. It has a lot of stories in the cabin. Like I just go to the timeline to go into the zombie outbreak virus, and then my girlfriend got sick, and whoa, just whoa, really. Okay, here we go. Let's do another
You
story.
and your friends were excited to finally get away from the city and spend a long weekend at the remote cabin in the woods. As you unpack your bags, you notice that the atmosphere is eerily quiet and the trees surrounding the cabin seem to be looming over the roof. The only sound you hear is the wind rustling through the leaves. You all settle into the cozy, yet rustic cabin, and begin to enjoy the peace and quiet of the wilderness. As night falls, you sit around the fireplace, roasting marshmallows and telling ghost stories. Suddenly, you hear a loud scratching sound coming from the front door. What do? A. Open the door to investigate the noise. B. Ignore the noise and continue telling stories. C. Grab a weapon and cautiously approach the door.
I told everyone, let's play truth or dare. If the monster gonna come, I'm gonna be take care of it.
Your friends eagerly agree to play truth or dare. You take a deep breath and begin the game. Everyone takes turns choosing either truth or dare, and as the night wears on, the dares become increasingly wild and daring. As it gets later, the group becomes more relaxed and open, sharing their deepest secrets and fears. Suddenly, you hear the loud scratching sound again, this time louder than before. You all freeze, staring at each other in fear. What do? A. Grab a weapon and cautiously approach the door. B. Ignore the noise and continue playing the game. C. Turn off all the lights and hide, hoping the noise will go away.
I take the flashlight, then I first sorry. My friends' names and skills, mine too. There we go.
Your friends. Rachel. Good at puzzles and problem solving. Peter. Skilled in camping and survival techniques. Lily. Excellent cook and loves to bake. Alex. Physically fit and good at outdoor activities. Your skills. You have excellent leadership and decision making skills. Skilled in first aid and emergency medical care. Comfortable with using weapons and have some experience with hunting and trapping.
See, if you keep playing, you will get better and better in the gameplay. This is pretty amazing. Okay, I told Rachel that, sorry, not told, I whispered in Rachel ear that hold the flashlight. I saw something. Don't tell anyone. I saw something. Turn on when I told you to turn on. And don't tell anyone. Then I grab the wooden stake and I see from front window that, sorry, front door or that who is scratching our door. Okay.
Rachel nods her head, taking the flashlight from you and keeping it pointed at the door. You approach the door cautiously with the wooden stake at the ready, trying to get a better look at what's causing the scratching noise. As you peek through the peephole, you see a pair of glowing red eyes staring back at you. Your heart pounding in your chest, you slowly back away from the door, motioning for your friends to gather around you. What did you see? Peter asks, noticing the fear in your eyes. There's something out there, you reply, trying to keep your voice steady and calm. We need to make sure all the doors and windows are secured. What do you do? A. Board up the doors and windows. B. Call for help on your cell phone. C. Investigate the surrounding area to try and find out what's out there.
I told Peter. Peter spelling is good. Good. I told Peter to barricade the doors and told Rachel that when I say do it, you will turn on light. Then I open the door to see who is lurking in the dark. Okay, what else? Also, I am holding flashlight but didn't turn on.
Peter quickly gathers supplies to begin barricading the doors and windows, while Rachel nods her head in understanding of your plan. You take a deep breath, steeling yourself for what may lie beyond the door, and slowly turn the latch, pushing the heavy wooden door open. The cool night air hits you in the face as you step out onto the porch, your eyes adjusting to the darkness. You hear rustling in the bushes nearby, and your hand instinctively grips the wooden stake tighter. You silently signal to Rachel, and she flicks on the flashlight, illuminating the area in front of you. You see a large, dark shape moving quickly through the trees, disappearing into the darkness. What do you do? A. Go after the shape to try and identify it. B. Return inside the cabin and lock the door. C. Keep watch outside throughout the night to see if the shape comes back.
I'm really feeling sleepy to reading this cabin story. Peter, quickly, what did?
Peter quickly gathers supplies to begin barricading the doors and windows, while Rachel nods her head in understanding of your plan. You take a deep breath, steeling yourself for what may lie beyond the door, and slowly turn the latch, pushing the heavy wooden door open. The cool night air hits you in the face as you step out onto the porch, your eyes adjusting to the darkness. You hear rustling in the bushes nearby, and your hand instinctively grips the wooden stake tighter. You silently signal to Rachel, and she flicks on the flashlight, illuminating the area in front of you. You see a large, dark shape moving quickly through the trees, disappearing into the darkness. What do you do? A. Go after the shape to try and identify it. B. Return inside the cabin and lock the door. C. Keep watch outside throughout the night to see if the shape comes back.
I told my friends that I know about this creature. It's vampire. It's vampire. They scared with fire, light, and wooden stick. Also from cross too. Then I told Rachel, let's go investigate them. And then I warned the others that be safe, be safe. Then me and Rachel follow that figure. It's here.
Your friend's eyes widen in shock and fear as you mention the creature being a vampire. They nod in understanding as you remind them of the ways to defend themselves. You and Rachel stealthily follow the figure, keeping a safe distance as you move deeper into the woods. The vampire seems to be leading you towards a clearing, where you see several other creatures milling about. You and Rachel duck behind a nearby tree, trying to stay hidden from view. You both peer out from behind the trunk, trying to get a better look at what's going on. Suddenly, you hear footsteps and rustling from behind you. You turn around to see several more vampires closing in on you from all sides. What do? A. Use your wooden stake and flashlight to fight off the vampires. B. Use your knowledge of vampire lore to try and communicate with them. C. Run back to the cabin to warn your friends and gather reinforcements.
Okay, use my knowledge of vampire to try and communicate with them. Fuck. Took a lot of time.
You quickly remember that vampires are often portrayed as highly intelligent and cultured beings in mythology and folklore. You decide to take a risk and try to communicate with them to learn more about what they're doing in the woods. You step forward, holding your hands up to show that you mean no harm. We come in peace, you say, hoping to get their attention. One of the vampires steps forward, his eyes glowing in the darkness. What do you want? He asks, his voice measured and calm. We were just passing through and saw you in the clearing. We were curious about what you all were doing out here, you reply, trying to keep your tone equally calm. The vampire regards you for a moment, then nods his head. We are just a small group of vampires, trying to live in peace away from human society. We mean you no harm, so long as you do not interfere with our activities. You thank the vampire for his time and slowly back away, heading back towards the cabin to inform your friends what you have learned. What do? A. Tell your friends what you learned and continue to stay in the cabin, respecting the vampire's wishes. B. Investigate the vampires further to see if they pose a threat to you and your friends. C. Gather weapons and reinforcements to attack the vampires and drive them away from the area.
I really want to be a vampire, but I mean, like, I want to see what happens if I turn into evil. Like, what happens if I kill everyone? I'm a twisted guy. One of them, the vampire, step forward. What do you want? He asks the wisher. Okay, you reply, trying to keep your tune equally calm. Okay, small group, live in peace from human society. We mean no harm so long you do not interfere with our activities. Okay, I ask the vampires what kind activities you talking about. Then I told Rachel that after that You and I are gonna do marriage. Let's see what happens. Some idiotic thing happen or what? Okay, let's see.
The vampire looks at you with a stern expression and says, "Our activities are our own concern and should not be of any interest to you. Respect our privacy and we will respect yours." You nod and back away slowly, taking Rachel with you. You return to the cabin and relay the information to your friends, including your plan to marry Rachel. Your friends are surprised and happy for you, and you all spend the rest of the night discussing the situation with the vampire group and what your next steps should be. As the sun begins to rise, you all decide to pack up and leave the cabin, heading back to civilization. You and Rachel plan your wedding and live happily ever after, always remembering the strange encounter with the vampires in the woods. Congratulations, you have successfully reached the end of the story path.
Cool. The vampire looks at me with stern expression, say our activity as our own concern should not be interest. You respect our privacy, we will respect yours. Cool. You nod back and slowly taking Rachel with you. You return to cabin and relay the information to your friends, including your plan to marry Rachel. Your friends are surprised and happy for you, and you all spend the rest of night discussing the situation with the vampire group, what your next step should be. As the sun began to rise, you all decided to pack things up, leave the cabin back, civilization, ritual plan of wedding. You okay, leave, I will go. Always remember there was a strange encounter with the vampire in the woods. Congratulations. Well, I'm done with the cabin in the woods. There are so many stories, and I did every stories in the gameplay. Lost City Atlantis. If you guys want me to play more, let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna catch you guys inshallah next time when we meet again. Bye bye, take care, love you all. Allah Hafiz, sayonara, Pakistan Zindabad. Peace. Next time we play The Last Hope.